Well, what's up everybody, Zero Ice here, and we're Call of Duty Black Ops Veteran Walkthrough. This is the Project Nova level. This is where you actually get to play as Reznov, and not as Hudson and or Mason. So you start off with whatever the Russian equivalent is of the submachine gun. What I usually do though is run over here and pick up a MP40. Not that you're really going to run out of ammo, but I just like the MP40 better. And in the event that you do run out of ammo, because there are an ass ton of enemies in this level, you can always replenish your ammo because that's what the Nazis are using. I can't really explain to you where people, like certain people here, people are here, people are here. I can just give you some tips about what I did. Through this level and through the rest of the campaign, it was pretty much my thought process for the couple of first levels where I guess I'm going to do certain things and try and find better ways to do things for the sake of the videos. But these levels get pretty ridiculous towards the end, so my mentality went to I just want to fucking finish this level because I'm tired of dying. So I'll admit that some of my situations are lucky and are not going to probably be replicated at all. But I can kind of show you the path that I took and everything. As you can see here, these guys actually give up after you shoot like 2 or 3 of them, but they're Nazis, and back in the World War II and stuff, Nazis were bad. So we kill them. It's funny, later I kill 6 guys that are all on their knees with no guns and trying to give up, but I don't fucking care. Once again, as you can tell in every level that I play, and I preach this in single player games, is stay to the outside of your maps. Don't ever run through the middle if you can at all possibly help it, because at that point you're just saying, shoot me please. At this point you don't have any secondary grenades. Those come into effect later and they're pretty useful, except for when I don't use them correctly. But coming to this building, this guy has a very powerful assault rifle machine gun, so make sure that you take him out as a priority. I think there's only one guy out there that has it. I don't know if the guy that is currently shooting at me has one or not, and if he's normally preached on the wall, but he seemed to be shooting at me slightly faster than an MP40 would, so he possibly could have another machine gun posted right there on the wall that you need to shoot at. So basically you just need to infiltrate this building. There's a guy posted outside. There's a guy right at the right as you walk in, and there's 3 or 4 guys that are going to run up on you through this chain link fence. I just get along the wall and shoot them as they're running out. I think one gets through, yeah, right here. Just like I said, man, watch for blood. If you don't see blood, keep firing. There's enough weapons in this game that you should never have ammo concerns with either weapon. So fire until you see blood. I hook a nade up here. One of the playthroughs I actually got 2 or 3 kills with it. It was pretty sweet. This playthrough I didn't get shit. But there's 2 rooms. Both rooms are full of guys. They hide behind desks and stuff that's knocked over. Also in this game, as I said with Halo, wouldn't really necessarily say you should go up and knife people. I know I do it a few times, but that's because at this point I know where they were standing and I got frustrated, and you can actually use the knife techniques when I do if you rush fast enough. So here, as you can see, you have secondary grenades. What it is, it's just smoke grenades, but they're target locators for a mortar team. So what you want to do is try and get in this building on the left. Don't rush up to this building on the left. When you come over the hill, there's going to be 2 sets of boxes. Prone behind one of the boxes because there's a guy with a Panzer up there that's firing at you. You want to wait till he fires and reloads before you run into this building on the left, because you'll die every time. When you get in there, huck a smoke grenade, let the mortar team do what they do best. I waited here for a while, only because there wasn't so much infinite respawns between the 2 buildings as much as there's just an assload of enemies in each building. So wait, take a bunch of them out, wait, let your team go in there kind of first. Like I let some of the Russian soldiers advance into this building that I'm about to head into, and he kind of dispersed the crowd and killed a couple of guys, so that was nice. I died walking into this building quite a few times because I didn't believe the amount of enemies that there were standing in this room waiting for you to come in. You can see me being a little cautious. But you're trying to make it into that little hangar back there. Good thing is once you kill a lot of these guys in that hangar, that's the room where all the guys give up. Kill them, don't kill them. It's really up to you. Kill them. If you stand back and kill a lot of the guys out front, I believe that guy might be kind of the indicator, these two guys, and your team will move up on you and kind of go and do what they do best. One guy actually gets in a hand-to-hand fight. One of the playthroughs actually just sat there and watched it, and the Russian guy lost. So sad. I thought they were a hardy people. So since he lost this time too. I got revenge though. No worries, mate. But yeah, walking in here, everybody gives up. But fuck that. Wait a little while for your team to finally catch up. You go through the door, and a lot of these guys are running away or giving up. But after you kill a couple of them, they turn around and get pissed, and then they send in more reinforcements. You can pick up this Panzer, which I think I do eventually, because there's a light machine gun nest up on a walkway, and I think I threw 2 or 3 grenades in total, or smoke grenades in total, until I finally actually comprehended the message that the mortar team was telling me, that the mortars were offline. So your smoke grenades and your mortar team aren't really effective in this little area, but I wasn't paying attention to that and threw a bunch of grenades. I don't think you need them really throughout the rest of the level, so it's not like it's affected, you know, that I wasted them and I needed them later. It's just, it's kind of fail. Also, you don't only have to use your smoke grenades at like light machine gun nests and at walkways. If you have a bunch of guys like out in front of the hangar where we just were, just huck a nade, man, let the mortar team do it. But I like to shoot people, so. There are about 4 guys in this room, as well as the one guy that you just saw me kill that runs in from the back. I died in this room a lot because I wasn't paying attention to where people were, and they keep running in here if you're not fast enough, so yeah. Be fast enough, get in here. When you make it in here and you kill the first little machine gun where I was throwing grenades originally, and you make it into this building, and then you throw a grenade at the light machine gun nest, suddenly the mortars are now online. Unfortunately, after a little while, they say, "We're not online." I don't know, it was very confusing. Sometimes mortars were happening, sometimes mortars weren't happening. At this point, like I said, I was more concerned with just making it past this part. I died here for a while, just making stupid mistakes. But that's me. Hopefully yours goes a lot smoother. This part is an infinite respawn of enemies, so sitting right here like I'm doing isn't necessarily an intelligent thing. You should really move to the building on the right, which I think I do in a second. And there's a Panzer sitting along the wall. So, yeah, go for it. You can't actually take out the LMG, but you can kill all the Nazis standing around it and kind of make a little progress so that they stop spawning. Up to you. As with, I think, another level, I don't know. I've done a lot of these, so I can't remember what I've said and haven't said, but there's a lot of Nazis in these snow levels when you're playing as Russians, so they make their, it's basically kind of like when you're playing the Viet Cong. That's what I was talking about. There's so many of them that they reduce their accuracy a little bit, it seems, but because there's so many, they only have, 6 of them only have to hit you once, instead of one of them hitting you 6 times. So keep in mind that a 1-on-1 you're probably going to win in most situations, but a 4-on-1 you got to be careful because if each one of them hits you once or twice, then you're dead. Pay attention to all the overturned desks and tables and filing cabinets. I would say that 90% of the time if something is turned over, somebody's behind it, and if you haven't killed them behind it, they're probably still there. This guy comes out of the door before you meet with Steiner. I got lucky and one of the NPCs killed it, so that worked out well for me. After a long cutscene where you're walking with the people, we won't say who, Steiner is one of them and other people are other people. They kind of do some stuff to you, a little betrayal goes on, and the British soldiers run in. Now when you walk out of your little cell, you immediately grab this machine gun. Keep in mind that the Nazi soldiers, there's 3 of them that are standing there to protect you, will turn around and fire on you. So not all the, or not the Nazis. Yeah, Nazis. Or Russians. Point is, everybody in the room is an enemy to you. So, except for the 2 guys that were locked in with you, shoot everybody else. When you clear out this room and you get to about where this wooden pallet is leaning up against the wall, they tell you, hey, you need to go plant the explosives on the Nova 6 rocket. And you can imagine what happens when you plant explosives on something that can kill you if it touches you. You get a time limit and you have to make it off of this ship in 3 minutes, I believe, is the total time limit. But the achievement is to make it out in 45 seconds. Make it with 2:15 left on the timer. And I pretty much show you how to do that here. You don't really kill anybody. You just have to run fast enough so that they can't get set in their position, because a lot of times they won't fire unless they're in their little designated position. So as soon as it turns white, shoot the support for the rocket, run up here. There's 2 guys outside of the white area where you see right there, the left and the right. Take those guys out, and I think you only kill maybe 1 more person. Just book it. Don't shoot that guy. You're gonna want to sit here and shoot these guys. The only guy you need to really worry about potentially killing is the guy that I shot at and missed. A lot of times if you do it right, this guy's not even set, so he won't even kill you. But when you get up the stairs, quickly turn right and mash X, and there you go.